listening to GBKM FM,
The Mouthpiece.
Welcome everyone to Real Life Matters, and I am DBoss. And we have here today a great lineup to you. We have some real special guests here today that's coming up in the show. And I would like everyone also follow us live at www.gbkm.fm. If you want to watch us on Facebook, you can do so at GBKM TV. And also follow us on Instagram at GBKM TV. And also, the last, download our app because it's something special. We're doing some little giveaways, so go download our app, GBKM. But anyways, I do want to take the time just to mention some stuff that GBKM TV, we're doing some live coverage events this week that are happening. So I just want to let you know. We have on Friday, July the 5th, we have Uni of Ife media launch, which is going to be held at the Toronto Metro Hall at 55 John Street, Toronto, Ontario, between 6 and 9:30 p.m. And we encourage all media, everyone to come down to hear the presence of what the King's going to say. And also, I would like to invite everybody to come down to see who can interact. They're going to have sponsorship packages. They're going to have all type of events going on there, live entertainment. You're going to get a lot of information about when the King arrival in August the 1st. And he's going to be here for 14 days. So I'd encourage everyone to come down this Friday at Metro Hall at 55 John Street. Also, we have the next one. We have on Saturday. It's a busy week here for GBKM, I'm sorry. We have the grand opening of Nostalgia Grill, which is going to be on Saturday, July 6th from 2 till close. We're going to have counselors, city councilors, a lot of live performance, entertainment. It's going to be there. We welcome and encourage everybody to come down. This is a great bar, a great place to meet. It's brand new, spanking new. They have excellent food. Personally, I've been there. I've had the food. I've almost had everything. The chicken wings, the chicken Alfredo. We've had wine. The drinks are good there. Everything's good there. So I encourage everybody to come down and support the people at Nostalgia Bar and Grill for the grand opening. They're going to have the ribbon cutting. So come down and see. You know, you can enjoy yourself. You're not doing anything on Saturday. You can come out, join. We're going to have DJ music, live entertainment, so you can enjoy yourself. Then also now we have what's coming up on July the 13th is a movie premiere called The Unbroken Court, which is going to be, it's a red carpet. We're going to be, GBKM is going to be live to air there. And you can reach the tickets. You can go on our site to see most of the information. It's directed by Vivian Williams. And it's only $20 to go. And if you want to be in the VIP section, it's $30. So, and it's going to be at the York University Price, the Family Cinema. So that's going to be at 103 Accolade Street, 4700 Keele Street in Toronto. So you can just go look on our website. We do have everything posted at GBKM. You can go take a look and you can get the tickets. I would encourage everybody to go to this. The people are great. It's good to see some movies coming out from here, from Toronto. And, you know, because everybody likes to go to the Toronto festivals and the Toronto stuff. Then also, I have one last one. It's called Freedom Festival. And that's going to be in Mississauga. And that's sponsored to us by, it's going to be at the Moonlight Convention Center on July 19th from 6 to 11. So it's a short thing. If it's still time to get tickets, you can go get your tickets. You can come and sit down. Malika's running that. It's jazz. We're going to have jazz, dinner, dance, party, all the above. So there's a lot of entertainment. This is an Indian festival. So we're going to have a great time at GBKM Live Network. So you're going to see us there. But I encourage everybody, if they still want to get tickets, they can go down and get the tickets at the, look on our website, and you can contact the sponsors and the different people that you can get the tickets from. So anyways, that's all for now for all any of the events that we're doing at GBKM. But I want to welcome everybody today. I have a great person here that's sitting here with me, and he's multi-talented, multitask, and it's Peter Ratnovic. He's an entrepreneur, he's a speaker, and he's also a DJ. and he's very familiar with the cryptocurrency, and he's going to tell us how he got started and all that. So welcome, Peter, to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you started? Like, I know we're going to have to dissect this one a little bit for you. We're going to have to dissect it for you because, so you can talk about, what do you want to talk about first, your entrepreneurial with the cryptocurrency, or you want to talk a bit about which one you want to talk about first?
I could just do the quick 2-minute intro so people get a little feel of who I am as a person.
That's fine.
So I'm an immigrant, but came here at 3 years old, so I'm pretty Canadianized. I speak my foreign language, which is Russian, from Moscow. So we grew up a little bit faster pace out there, so my parents pushed me to get a job at 11 years old. Realized jobs weren't the answer for me. I had a business at 12. Started my first corporation at 15. Employed like dozens and eventually hundreds of kids in my own neighborhood. Figured out how to make 6 figures in my teenage years, which was, for the record, more than most of my teachers. So it's hard to kind of take school too seriously. And then
but you did, right?
Well, I got to university. I played two seasons of football, 3 semesters, you know.
You played football too?
Yeah, I played American football for 13 years.
And what did you take in school?
I took marketing and business courses, but I was buying books for $30 in Indigo that were teaching me much more about marketing and business and my own experience. That didn't make sense to pay 10 grand a year to go to school. It didn't seem like a good business decision to me.
So you're a genius?
No,
and you're
far from it, far from it.
Well, you're self-taught, and you went out there and you just learned what you learned. Could you tell us a little bit about the cryptocurrency? How do people get? Because some people don't know what that is. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Okay, so understand the whole story. Why I started from the beginning is starting at 11 as a job, and then having a little Mickey Mouse businesses at the age of 12. By 13, I was very familiar where our money supply comes from. And we actually have a debt-based monetary system most people aren't familiar with. Or to make it more simple terms, the bank that loans the government money has interest attached to every dollar loan.
Okay.
So how could it ever be paid back if it's a privately owned institution is lending the government money? It just seemed like a system that didn't make sense. Okay. And I'm going to age myself here a little bit. Back then we had VHS. I remember making VHS dubs for people, educating people about our money supply, about issues in like certain, religious structures, the way they are set up, and I was just that guy. But I'm very positive and happy. So when there wasn't a solution in place, I was like, by the time I hit 17, 18, and I kept educating myself on politics, the world, it's just a depressing conversation when there's no way to actually counter against it. Like, we have to use money to buy food, to pay our rent. So if this is the only money we're accepting as society, what can you do? So late 2014, I'm actually in Cuba. I like to travel quite a bit when I can. And I don't watch much television, but my ex-wife at the time was watching a talk show, and I see 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, come on. And I've read all of his books that he's written. 50th Law is a great one. Tons of them. Look him up. He's a great entrepreneur outside of being a musician. So I hear him on the talk show say that he accepts this thing called Bitcoin for all of his shows, all of his business, everything.
Wow.
So I'm like, it didn't really fully sink in till, I guess, fortunately, a few weeks later, somebody sent me a business opportunity in LinkedIn, again about Bitcoin. I remember someone I respected mentioned it.
It's just a few years that has evolved, right? Or
so it's been around 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah,
okay.
So I got in about just a little over 4.5 years ago myself.
Okay.
So when I got into it, there was only one primary coin, which was just Bitcoin. It was just starting. It was worth nothing the first 2 years plus, so had no value the first couple of years. Mm-hmm. So at that point, I was fortunate enough, I guess, to get it at the right time where every single YouTube video ever made, I watched. Every article you could find, I read, but there wasn't much available now. It was still early and it was developing.
Everybody didn't really know about this Bitcoin and all that stuff. It was like maybe 4 years ago when it started really to pick up.
But there was enough information that I, with no help, like I went to an event, I literally followed the speaker to the washroom, and as he was using the washroom, I kept asking him questions and followed him in the hall, and eventually that guy became like a great partner, for the better sake of words. He helped me out. He gave me boxes of magazines and just like a great mentor in the space for myself and contacting me with the right people. But again, this is from me watching YouTube videos, reading articles, and getting out there. All my friends thought I was crazy. Who is this ex-jock, ex-entertainer going to be now in fintech, or teach us about some kind of technology business? I was never that guy,
Bitcoin.
But I'm a freedom person. I'm all about freedom.
Right.
So when I seen there's something else out there that could free us from the monopoly of our monetary system just the monies that we use.
Right.
And I became an advocate right away. It took me about 14 months to go full-time in the space.
14 months?
Yeah.
Woo!
Being an entrepreneur, it's, I guess, fast and slow depending on your perspective. But yeah,
it's a lot to learn because it's a tough industry for who accepts that kind of currency and who doesn't. But we knew about it last because it's a worldwide. But I guess in Canada now and the U.S. it's getting more popular.
Well, what happened too is, I guess, fortunately for me as well, this gentleman I connected with ended up being the co-founder of Ethereum, which is the second biggest token. And we won't go on. A lot of people could research it themselves. We could do a separate interview getting into the details of this technology. But the second biggest platform to Bitcoin is Ethereum, and this is found in Toronto. It's distributed around the world. It has no central place now, but it was the gentleman I know, plus another gentleman from Europe that immigrated here, and they have another gentleman from the US that helped out. It was the three of them that started the biggest project. And to give you a perspective for the people that make excuses, it's not too late. I went to that event, and everybody at the event was given 10 free Ethereum tokens. They were worth 30 US cents at the moment. So if you sold them at the peak of the market, that would have been 14,000, and even today that would be about 3,000 US dollars. So there's no excuse to get out there, and it doesn't take money and resources. Just be willing to accept it. Be willing to open your mind to something new. It doesn't have to take over the world. It just needs to minimize the monopoly to give us more freedom.
So you don't really need a bank account. Do you need a bank account for that?
You don't even need an email address. Most of them you have an email address to sign up, but there's ones you don't even need that.
Okay, so you can just be transferring money, either Bitcoin or versus cash. So, but the Bitcoin offers you a higher rate, correct?
It's not that. It's
not
you don't have to ask permission. So right now, if you use a bank or PayPal, anything of that nature, we all know how long approximately that takes.
Right.
I could send someone money any continent in the world, and whether it be 10 cents, $10, $10,000, or even $1 million, and it's going to cost me a few cents, and it's going to get there in a few seconds. And then the person in like maximum 1 hour, if he wants maximum security, the network will verify it 6 times in that 1 hour, and then you can go cash out that money or spend it, whatever you want. You can buy
wherever you are, you have to go to a specific Bitcoin machine to get that out.
But there's more and more businesses around the world, and entrepreneurs are accepting it. Like, I'll accept all my entertainment services. I have my cleaning lady accepts it. Like, you build your own community with it, right? And for the places that are not open enough with the community, there is ATMs and brokers in every major city in the world.
Wow, that it's a lot of because some people see it and they don't know. Like, a lot of people think that's foreign to them, so they want to know exactly. Okay, what am I getting into? How do I get into it? Do you have to? I know you're taking money to change over, but do you have to sign up, or is it in multi-level or something?
But like I said, no, absolutely not. To get into the 2 cents of it, so it won't go long. The problem this technology solved that a lot of people don't talk about in this space is digital rarity. So before this technology, anything I sent you, a video file, a picture, email, you can make 1 million duplicates of, or 100 or whatever. It's the first time in world history we have something digital that I could send to both of you, and only one person gets it, and I don't have it and no one else. So it's digital rarity. Just like diamond, just like gold, why do we value? Because they say it's rare. So we're applying it to money. But think about the biggest taxi company in the world is Airbnb. Has no taxis when it started. Didn't exist 8 years ago.
That's right.
Uber. Airbnb is the biggest hotel chain in the world. Didn't exist 8 years ago. So I think companies like this can be disrupted because they've been around less than a decade. We've seen conglomerates that have been around a century, been disrupted by technology. So right now we're using this technology on very primitive forms in the sense of just dollars and cents.
Right.
But smart contracts, the whole future is going to unfold. More is going to change in the next 30 years because of this technology than the internet's changed the world in the last 20. And the internet's changed a lot, I would.
Yeah, because a lot of people, this is real life matters, so you're giving back something, because some people don't, maybe they heard about the Bitcoin, maybe they don't understand it. Sometimes when people don't understand something, they're blind. Oh no, don't do that. They may think it's something funny with it. But you're obviously, it's what they're using today to trade and use as money trading and as a currency that people don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for a check to clear. You don't have to wait for that, right? Correct?
Correct. And the other to understand for the people that are just tuning into the more basic concept of it, so digital rarity. How do we have this digital rarity? So people get the physical grasp. People think there's no physical in Bitcoin. So if you take the biggest computer system in the world, you take IBM and Mac and the Canadian government and 5 other governments, and put all those computers together, there'll be less than 1% of the Bitcoin computer network. Wow. Guys like myself have gone extremely invested as young guys into wholesale computer equipment. Do you think that would be happening if we didn't see what was going on? So there's warehouses, factories filled with the most powerful graphic card computers, like machines that are made just to process this new technology, and that is what's creating this digital rarity. So there actually is a physical component, and there's an argument that's not great for the environment, but right now what's happening in the world, there's a lot of things not going right. This is just transitionary. Whether it be Ethereum, whether it be 5 technologies down the road, there will be a solution. And if I had to guess, we went to space with less than one of these. Less than one of these, we got to space. So now we look at like cat videos and our friends, which is cool. But I'm saying this is capable of more. Imagine plugging in your phone at night when you're sleeping, having no value and still waking up with $1, $5. And if you have wealth to leverage,
right.
And maybe that's the future of the internet instead of centralized data servers. Right. So this is why I'm excited. I'm not saying that's happening in the short term, but this is where this technology is going to take us to individual freedom on a level we never grasped. So now it's like, sure, let's have Uber and Airbnb and all that, but give me a company that I don't have to ask permission. I don't have to have rules and regulations. And if I want to voluntarily give my ownership, criminal record, all that, sure. Right. But if another driver says, you know what, I want to give you just my insurance and ownership. Another driver says, I want to give you nothing. Okay. But the customer's willing to get in that car, and maybe that driver's more open to louder music or smoking inside or whatever it may be. Why shouldn't we as society, as intelligent beings, have the choice for that freedom?
Right.
And that's what this technology, why I'm super passionate about it. Yes, there's lots of opportunities to make dollars and cents in a digital screen, but people that have made lots of money in their lives will all tell you, money doesn't buy you happiness. It's just a tool. Like the best things in life are free. The second most expensive things are very expensive. But that doesn't give you happiness. Having those secondary expenses, you got to find your balance, your happiness. And this is going to be freedom for so many people around the world that are so restricted right now. And this is why I'm so passionate. That's why I'm here talking. If anyone, please just go to an event. There's people like me, they'll give you free coin. They'll show you how to use it. Like,
yeah, but of course, a lot of people are, you've opened awareness right now to a lot of people so they understand, because you're so passionate, so they can consult you, or because you're a consultant. So a lot of people that don't understand, you can get his information and all this and ask him about it, because you studied it, you went through it, you're in it, you know what it means. Because there's not many people, some people just get into things and they don't understand really fully what they're doing, right? But you know it so well, so you can always contact Peter and ask what's happening, how this thing works, because a lot of people are sort of shy, because sometimes it comes to money and banking, people think, oh, everybody should know everything, like, oh, geez, I'm dumb, I don't know. But you shouldn't be afraid, because you didn't know either. You had to sit down and take the time to do it, right?
And again, the first time you send an email, it was weird. The 10th time was still kind of strange. 100 times you send an email, you forgot the first 10 times are weird. A lot of people weren't comfortable with Facebook. Most of the world's on Facebook right now.
It's true.
So it's one of those things where it's like, sure, you could wait around and you will be using this technology one day. And there's nothing wrong with that. Your life will be better because of it. But if you have any kind of push, any kind of drive, desire, why not get ahead of something that's not going away at this point? It's a new technology. It's here for us. It's made by the people, for the people, to have no rules, no restrictions, and just give us personal freedom. So, of course, it's going to catch on. It's just a matter of when, how, and do you want to get involved now, or when it's so user-friendly that you're just using it without even knowing that you're using a new technology?
Well, I know a lot of people are going to be seeing it. They're going to want to ask a lot of questions now, because now they're aware of what you do and what you're doing, right? So anyways, when you come, we're going to just take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about your other parts, what you do. Because he's very multi-talented, and you'll get to see this unfold. So we'll be right back.
Toronto is about to shut down. The family of Osage Musu invite all of una come follow us jollificate for this Ogbonge marriage when it happen August 24, 2019 for inside Executive Banquet, or when they call Speranza Banquet Hall, when it day 310 that Host Drive for Brampton. Papa, Mama, the jollification go start for 4 in the evening, and we will enjoy ourselves till 12 in the morning. Now who go dey there to cover am when everybody go free watch live for anywhere in the world? GBKM FM na him go cover am live all the way. To get more tori, make una wire us for 647-704-0282 or 647-989-4741 or 647-803-6584. My people, the Oga when it pass marriage. Don't go.
Hi, I'm Paris Black, coming to you from GBKM FM. I've had a great experience being interviewed by DBoss on the Real Life Matters show. These people, and Darlita doing the questions and Kenny doing pretty much everything else in the studio. It's really quite amazing seeing the quality that's coming out of this show, because these people are dedicated to doing quality television, quality content, and I implore you to support them, because we need more of this community-based quality content where they're really asking the questions that matter for real life matters. Paris Black for GBKM FM. Hi.
Welcome back, everybody, to Real Life Matters, and I'm DBoss, and I'm here with Peter Ranikov. And if you were hearing a little bit earlier, we were talking about the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency, and he was saying off air that sometimes some people don't understand really what it is because, you know, they're afraid to do things. But, you know, he's encouraging everybody, you know, to try to get involved, try to learn as much as you can about the cryptocurrency. And now he's going to talk a little bit about his motivational speaking skills, because he has 3 parts to him. So welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
All right. Can you tell everybody, now you say you like to do motivational speaking to help people. Like, what type of people do you want to help?
So actually how I got into it is like just being in business. I've been asked to speak a few times in my life before. Like my first big speech was like I was an athlete, so like I spoke at like an athletic assembly in high school for 2,000 people, and I had a good teacher that coached me up in grade 9. I got rid of my fear of public speaking very young. Apparently, from my understanding, that's a big fear for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry if I don't connect with that anymore. So to me, it just like I just felt natural that when I'm asked to speak on topics. So in my early 20s, I didn't speak very much at all. Just once in a blue moon when I was asked at like maybe some small business event or something like that. But then I guess when I got passionate about cryptocurrency and had a very successful 5-year stretch in the entertainment business, where I ended up working with many other artists and built up my own entertainment company. And I guess from the respect of people seeing of my success in different businesses throughout my life, and then now getting into cryptocurrency, when I finally managed to go full time and show people the transparency, how possible and how anyone could actually access it, people started actually asking me to speak on cryptocurrency for the most part. So my first actual official speaking engagement was 250 Yonge Street, great location, walk by it all the time, right by Eaton Center. And yeah, I spoke on Bitcoin. And actually I have a gentleman with me right now who's staying at my place for a month from Cuba. And he came to that presentation, and back then Bitcoin was 500 US about. He bought 6 Bitcoins. He was only in the country for a few months. I met him in Cuba partying.
Wow.
He came here.
And he came to visit you.
Bought a car, has a business in Cuba now. He still travels there and back. So it's just like, you never know where you're going to meet these contacts. So mostly I currently speak on primarily Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I speak about whenever the opportunity is given. It's as much as several times a month when the market is very busy and happening, at least monthly when the times are a little slower and there's less interest. But yeah.
So you speak, you said only 250, or you speak on Yonge Street?
No, I speak all over.
You speak all over, right?
Yeah.
Like, so when you go, do people book you, or how?
So what
how
happens is you just kind of got to do this interview through your network is your network, or your network is your net worth, right? So just when people ask me and it feels correct, I always give it, right? So I've been speaking at a lot of women's events. I spoke at International Women's Day and then other kind of like, because 90-something percentile of the people in our space are men. So we're really lacking female leadership in the whole Bitcoin cryptocurrency movement.
I thought there would have been a lot of females in there.
No, right now it's all men. It's all like techie and finance, and so that's why as much as I can, I'll go out of my way to go out, even leave the city to go speak at an event that's woman tailored. Whereas if it's men tailored event, if I can fit in my schedule, I'll do it first.
Though? Why do you think there's only the men that's involved in it? It's just
most it started from like cypherpunks and hackers, and it spread from that community. So that community is all male dominated, fintech, the whole thing in space.
So it's just like how the computer industry was all male dominated, so the women start to come into it.
Exactly.
So it's the same kind of concept. But I guess maybe, I don't know why, I guess we're going to have to investigate that and find out why the women are not being forefront in that.
I think men are just, there's exceptions to everything, but more and more linear thinkers, so math comes a little bit more natural to us. Women are more kind of creative, kind of more like clouds, you know, so it's
listen, that's not me saying that, eh? So
I read it in books. It's coming from books, you know.
You go take it up with Peter.
But I said most. It's
okay, most. Okay, he said most. All right.
Yeah. And it's a good thing, right? It's like, as it's not a negative, right? So art is beautiful, creativity is beautiful.
So we should open it. We're going to open up the airways. I guess now you're going to open up the airways by people seeing you here today. The women are going to start to go, maybe they're going to call you and stuff and get that
actually,
going.
the biggest broker in Toronto, I'll give her some representation.
Yes.
Lou, she's at Spadina and Dundas. So anytime, go to Toronto, downtown Toronto, Spadina, Dundas. On the southeast corner, there's a National Bank. Not a fan of it, but right beside me is my girl. She has a huge sign, I love Bitcoins, another second Bitcoin sign.
I've seen that over there. That's her?
And she'll buy and sell all day with everyone, and women are her favorite. And so it's nice to have a woman partner in the space. I'm doing a lot of events with her. She does every Thursday. She does an event downtown Toronto, usually around the corner at 192 Spadina. So I support those events every Thursday or every other Thursday, depending on the time of year. So there's places to go to find out a lot more.
So, but if people want to book you also to come in and explain that whole, they can just call you or email you and all that stuff. So to make sure that, because I know a lot of people, it sounds intimidating, because even I feel intimidated. Well, what's this Bitcoin thing? I don't know. Should I get into it? Should you not get into it? Because there's just so many things you hear about all these things, and you're just not sure. But now you're making people feel a little bit more aware. Like, okay, well, Peter's talking about it, and a lot of people probably don't really speak about this thing very much. They're like, oh, I don't want to ask. Forget it. I don't want to ask it. Shh. Just push it under the carpet. But you're apparently everybody's using it. You can use it when you go to the hotels and pay for that too, or not?
Yeah.
Really?
So the best way to actually use it, unfortunately, now, and there's some glimpses, is when a business doesn't directly accept it, you get yourself like a debit card like this. So you just sell your Bitcoin onto this debit card, and then you can just use it anywhere, Visa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice color too. It's very fun. So that's okay. So that's how you can pay for, like, if you go to Cuba, you go to these places that you can pay for.
You just go to an ATM and you just pull it out, the local cash, and use it like that. But this is just in the early stages, right? The ultimate goal is to have many, many vendors around the world accept it as another form of payment, because it has no credit cards take 3%. Debit has its own little hiccups.
Geez, all those fees they got to be taking, right?
Exactly,
no fees if you're no fees.
There's a lot of fraud involved in credit cards too. With Bitcoin, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. If you know how to use it correctly, it's close to zero chance of it. If you have the right platform you're using, and like anything else, you can be tricked with anything. But if you learn the basics, it's very, very cooperative and very straightforward, and there's no one interfering with your business. It's just like a digital cash. That's why I've always been a cash lover.
So now you're not paying like those $20 or $100 or something in banking fees, service fees, and all that, because it's just coming straight from you. It's just straight cash to cash without taking anything.
Exactly. The Bitcoin has a small fee of 5 cents, and it goes up to 50 cents at times. But there's other tokens you can use that do the same thing, that are a fraction of a penny. So for maybe a place in the world where they're not as financially well off as us, they can use another, like Bitcoin Cash, which is a fork of Bitcoin, or many others. I'm just using that as an example, and that will use a fraction of 1 cent for a transaction fee. So it doesn't matter what wealth level you are, this technology is accessible to you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we also want to talk about something else with Peter here, because he has 3 different. He's so well-rounded. Put it this way: well-rounded, well-knowledgeable, and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Toronto is about to shut down. The family of Osage Musu invite all of una come follow us jollificate for this ogbonge marriage when it happen August 24, 2019 for inside executive banquet, or when they call Speranza Banquet Hall, when it day 310 that host drive for Brampton. Papa, Mama, the jollification go start for 4 in the evening, and we go enjoy ourselves till 12 in the morning. Now who go dey there to cover am when everybody go feel watch live for anywhere in the world? GBKM FM na him go cover am live all the way. To get more tori, make una wire us for 647-704-0282 or 647-989-4741 or or 647-803-6584. My people.
Welcome back to Real Life Matters, and I'm DBoss. I'm here with Peter Ranikov, and he was just telling us all about the cryptocurrency, and he speaks, and he goes out and he informs people how to use this currency and all that. But now we're going to talk about his DJ life, which is probably a little more exciting. So welcome back.
Thank you.
So you can tell us about your DJ. This seems like this is a party, right?
So yeah, how I got, for me, is always things need to make sense, right? So how I ended up getting into entertainment was I was doing good in other businesses in life, and me and my one partner decided, let's throw some events. And I started hiring other DJs. And I quickly learned that the guys who are available at a good price is not necessarily the guys you want. And the guys that are hard to book, a little bit more money, they're actually not even available the dates you would actually want them, because a lot of people want a Halloween party when you're starting off, or like those crucial dates, right? Like long weekends, you want to do a thing.
Christmas.
But those are the dates that the good guys are already booked. So after hiring a bunch of people I wasn't happy with, to say it politely, I said, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna learn how to do this myself. And I've always been into music. I've always been huge into partying. I ended up taking a course and taking it seriously. And I sucked for the first couple of years because I had a good network. People were still hiring me. Like, I listened to some recordings I made the first 2 years. I was like, whoa, can't believe I got paid to do that, right? But as I got better, I started raising my price. I was an entrepreneur before I was a musician, so a lot of musicians have a hard time.
What did you play?
I was an entrepreneur before I was a musician, so I was never a musician before. I've never been like an artist per se. So I was an entrepreneur entering music, as most people are musicians entering as a business. Whereas like me, I had the business side figured out. So I've actually, one gig is outstanding as a church at all places. Every other gig I ever done, I've gotten paid. Because, for example, people also have the street smarts, right? Like certain bars would like punk off other DJs. They're like, oh, we're going to short you this. But I'll go behind their bar. I was like, well, this Hennessy bottle is worth 50. This is 50. And all of a sudden, you get paid, right? So like, but those are the things that aren't spoken.
So this is what you're thinking about. Okay, they sell a bottle, they sell this, I'm going to get paid today.
No, it's like we agree on a certain price. At the end, the owner will be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to pay you half of what we agreed on. It's like, whoa.
No, that's not right.
No, so it's little things like that. And in music, that when you let it happen, well, at least I got to do what I love, and he did pay me. When you have that mentality, business is harsh out there, right? Then you get that reputation, all of a sudden you're wondering why you're doing gigs for free all the time and barely getting paid, right? So it's
so you learned how to monetize it
pretty fast, yeah.
and get, because that's it. A lot of people think that some DJs just spinning records. No, you have to know the beats, you have to know what it is, to sync everything, to synchronize all that.
There's the art form. There's the art form of DJing, right? And there's also the business side of it. And the art form is beautiful in itself, and you have to like. There's a lot of psychology, for example, like public speaking and DJing is a lot more similar than you think. Just DJing is through music, and you're playing music, and through speaking it's storytelling, but you're still reading your audience. And if you start telling stories or playing music they don't like, you see their body language changing, you're seeing their energy go down, right? So it's up to you now to read that crowd and make sure you're delivering what they're asking for, whether that be a story in a speech or the music the right way. Music volumes, quality, things like that seem common sense.
And if it's too loud.
Yes, things that seem common sense are not so common, right? Having more speakers at a lower level for better quality, having wireless mics for your clients, things like that. The little
things that help you.
Exactly.
And if you see people coming off the floor, will change your song. You know what I mean? Like some people don't do it. They just let everybody went and sat down.
And it's common sense. Like if you see the person, like the guy, girl who's like has the party going, come for a request, play that request.
Yes,
but if you see the guy standing in the corner like this, come over and give you a request. You talk to him politely, but you don't play that request, right? So.
It's very much reading the, you have to do psychology. It's all in here.
So when people like that, you get more seasoned. When people like that come up to me now that I know they're not the party goers, I'm like, I'm not a jukebox, I'm a DJ.
Unless they give you a bill.
Yeah, still, if the clients pay me pretty well, I wouldn't ruin a party for you some monetary,
But it was real good. He made me laugh, Peter. No, it's very good though. What you're telling people, because some DJ just think of spinning a couple of records, and they say all the DJs always get the girls. But now.
But if you're in it for that, right? You're not playing to the crowd. You're not doing everything else. You're not putting the love, right? Every art form needs love, right?
That's right.
Most people do get into DJing specifically for ego, right? But the ego is going to take you so far if you don't have the love and you don't have the skill and you don't have everything else to go with it. And last tip for DJs and musicians as a whole: as you get better and you get booked more and more at a certain rate, I know it sounds like almost like not logical. You got to double your price. I've done it several times in my career where I started off at the 150, 300 range, and then I got slow. Then I got tons of bookings. Then all of a sudden I said, you know what? I'm not booking under $500, and business slowed down. But you know what? Good clients came around, persistence kept going, got fully booked at that rate. Now
You stood your ground. You stood
now,
your ground. Boom.
if you're a new
That's
client,
it.
we have no history, 1,000 plus. It sounds like a lot, but you know what? You get there through stages, right? And now I might only do 15, 30 shows a year, but isn't that not better than doing 100 shows at $200 if I just kept it at that original level?
Because then you probably just lose interest, you know. So what do you give? What little advice you give to anybody that wants to start to DJ and stuff like that?
Not even just DJing, anything you want to do, we have something called the internet now. You don't have to go to school. Yes, find a mentor. The best thing to do is find the closest person in your network that knows someone or knows someone that knows someone that's actually succeeding in that. And find a way to go spend 5-10 minutes with them and ask them questions. And maybe from those questions you realize maybe that's not even something you want to do. And you just avoid a whole lot of stress in your life. And if it is, learn from them. Like when I started, I had to humble myself. I had a huge ego being successful in other businesses, other walks of life. I partnered up with a huge company that was super successful, top name DJs, and I bought the equipment, I did the right thing, so I would come and do the setup. And I just stood in the back and just watched them and listened for hours and hours.
You humbled yourself.
And I could have just laughed, I only got paid to do the setup, but that's how you learn, right? Like,
I got $50.
Yeah, it's like, so I got paid more, that was good at business, right? I still got $150 for my one setup, you know? To $250, you know, that's okay. Some DJs are getting that to set up and DJ, right? So,
well, you know, he is a hoot to have on here today. You know, and we want you to come back.
Of course,
you know, and I do want to thank you for coming today and it's giving people so much knowledge. You know, it's good when you have on people that relate something back, and that's what real life matters is about. You know, so anyways, I do want to thank you for coming on. You tell people where you can find you at?
Yeah, so all social media handles will be Peter Ranikov, PeterRatnikov. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and then my DJ brand is DJ PZ with 4 E's, so DJ PEEZEE. If you're downtown Toronto, message me, DM me. I'm still in the club scene almost every day. Probably tell you where to go and maybe even get you in depending on the party you're with.
We'll leave them to that. We're gonna hold you to that. But anyways, I do want to thank Peter for coming on, and I'm going to be right back with our next guest. So bye for now.
The Oga when it plans marriage. Don't come. Toronto is about to shut down. The family of Osage Musumusu invite all of una come follow us jollificate for this ogbonge marriage when it dey happen August 24, 2019 for inside executive banquet hall when they call Speranza Banquet Hall when it dey 310 that host drive for Brampton. Papa, mama, the jollification go start for 4 in the evening and we go enjoy ourselves till 12 in the morning. Now who go dey there to cover am when everybody go fit watch live for anywhere in the world? GBKM FM na him go cover am live all the way. To get more tori, make una wire us for 647-704-0282 or 647-989-4741 or 647-803-6584. My people, the Oga when it plans marriage.
I'm Paris Black, coming to you from GBKM FM. I've had a great experience being interviewed by DBoss on the Real Life Matters show. These people, and Darlita doing the questions and Kenny doing pretty much everything else in the studio. It's really quite amazing seeing the quality that's coming out of this show, because these people are dedicated to doing quality television, quality content, and I implore you to support them, because we need more of this community-based quality content where they're really asking the questions that matter for real life matters. Paris Black for GBKM FM. Hi, I'm Paris Black, coming to you from GBKM FM. I've had a great experience being interviewed by DBoss on the Real Life Matters show. These people, and Darlita doing the questions and Kenny doing pretty much everything else in the studio. It's really quite amazing seeing the quality.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Real Life Matters, and my name is DBoss, and as you see, I have a different guest here, and it's no other talented than MC Zogho. He is an Afro-fusion beats artist, and he's very multi-talented, and he's known for his high-energy performances and all the best, and he comes from Cameroon. So welcome.
Thank you very much, DBoss.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're glad to have someone from Cameroon. You want to shout out your people?
What's up, Cameroonians? What's happening, guys? I'm here representing, MC Zogho, the versatile voice of Afrofusion. It's an honor to be here with you, DBoss.
Oh, thank you. When did you start music? Can you tell everybody?
I actually recorded my first song in 2013, but I've been in the music industry since about 2007. I've been a hype man in the club, just like an animator, cheering up the crowd and getting everybody,
What is that
ready.
called? Can you tell everybody here at Real Life Matters? You want to learn what's that? A hype man?
Basically, they call it an animator.
Animator.
Yeah, an animator, and just hyping up the crowd. Getting people.
Getting them ready.
Getting them ready for the party.
Oh,
making them comfortable. Just let it.
Are you singing, or are you just?
Just talking with the beats, telling who is in the club, what's happening. Yeah, just basically like an MC.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
well, that's a big job, because you got to get the person that's coming out. You got to have them ready to it's not a small job. That's a big thing to do.
And that's where the name comes from. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
MC Zogho.
MC Zogho.
So
Well, at least you kept your name.
Yeah.
Is that your real name, or is that?
Yeah, my name is Zogho.
Zogho?
Yeah, it means sing and rise.
Sing?
Sing and rise.
Sing. Oh, sing and rise.
Yeah, I was born on Easter Sunday. So my dad just, yeah.
I like how the African names and stuff you have, sing and rise.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful meaning, like you're sing, and now you do sing.
Yeah, I do.
And I guess they didn't know as a baby when they said that you're going to sing and you're going to rise.
Yeah.
And now you're rising.
Yeah. Well, we're just walking, putting in the work that we need to do to get Afrobeat in Toronto where it's supposed to be, because Toronto is a very multicultural city, and
Right.
Afrobeat is like the new music that everybody's learning to appreciate. Everybody's is really something going on right
And
now.
what type of beat? Can you tell people what the Afro beats? Because we hear it, you hear soca fusion, but Afro beats where's it coming
Afrofusion.
from?
That's what I do.
Afrofusion?
Afrofusion is what I call the music I make, because it's actually Afrobeat and Afrobeat ready to work with any other genre. So I leave it open.
Well, it's okay. It is a genre,
Yeah.
but it's a good thing. We're going to hear him a little. I want to hear the beat, and everybody wants to hear the beat too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us some of the people that you've worked with?
In the city, I've worked with ICU Records. That's like a big record label for Toronto music, for Afrobeat in Toronto. ICU, that's Dr. Rat, OZB, Success K. I've worked
those
with
are names.
Yeah, I've worked with this artist from Haiti. They call her Wildberry. I've worked with a couple of artists actually, but for performances, I've really worked with other household names. I've performed with Southeast Soul, Two-Face, Dibia,
Right.
Stoneboy, Mayway.
Woo!
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that you produce. So who produces your videos for you?
I actually direct my music videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I direct and co-edit and
That's talent.
Thank you.
Did you go? You went to school too. You went to university.
Yeah, I went to university, but it didn't have anything to do with music.
What did you take?
I started in university. I did history, and then I quickly realized that history was really not something that you want to do. And then I switched.
Well, what did you take? Art history?
Yeah, it was art history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I switched to business management and marketing. I did that for some time, and then I now went in and did some accounting too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Je parle en français aussi, là.
Oui, oui.
Yeah,
oui,
Eric
oui.
just said if he spoke French.
Oui, je parle français bien du Cameroun, n'est-ce pas?
What?
Oui, oui.
I know. I knew that. And what do you, like, you're doing your music, like, where do you see yourself in like plateauing at? Like, what do you want to give back of yourself? Like, I know you've been doing music for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So where do you want to see yourself, and like, maybe see in the next 2 years or 3 years?
Basically, being a household name with a voice to impact change. Mm-hmm. That's the goal, to be able to create opportunity for upcoming artists, other upcoming artists that are just getting into the music industry, to be able to guide them to available resources that's going to help them with their career, and to be able to have that going. Yeah.
And how many songs have you produced?
I don't know, but it's probably 30 songs at least.
That's okay.
Yeah, 30
That's
songs
good.
that we're working on. We have projects that we're still working on, and yeah.
All right. And the song that you have going, Mama, like, what inspired you to write that song?
Actually, it was just the love that I have for my parents, actually, and my mom. She's my rock, so I decided to do that one for her, dedicated to her. I was supposed to release it on Mother's Day, but then I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's okay.
I know.
Well, it's every day you're calling Mama in the song, so she's wants you. Right?
Yeah.
And you wrote that song yourself?
Yes, I don't sing other people's writing.
Okay.
I only sing what I write.
So you do your originality, you do your own writing and your own work.
Yeah.
Okay, and can you tell us about the other song that you're gonna sing?
The other one is Kele. It means peanut.
Peanuts?
Yeah.
I was wondering what that is. Like peanuts.
It's like
See, you put in brackets.
Yeah.
If you go to see his flyer, you'll see that it has Kile and then it has peanuts. I'm saying, okay, what's that mean?
It's just a song that addresses people that are always on your case, trying to tell you how to live your life, try to tell you what to do, try to tell you what's cool and what's not.
Okay.
So it's
so every time you throw a nut.
No, it's not. Actually, it's like, okay, because most people are always going to come and tell you about how good they are, how better they are than you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying, yeah, just if you feel that pizza is good, eat your pizza, and then I'm just going to be eating my peanuts. If you think that hamburgers are good for you, enjoy those.
Enjoy your hamburger, but I'm going to be original and authentic to yourself.
Yeah,
right.
And peanuts is like very everyday life in Cameroon, where I grew up. It's like street food. You eat it, and it's very versatile too. You can eat it with bread. You can eat it with gari.
It's not peanut butter, right?
It's not the butter. It's like the actual peanut.
The actual peanut.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's the real crunch.
Yeah.
No, because they have smooth peanut butter.
Yeah.
They have smooth peanut butter. Then you have the crunchy one. But then this was the real.
This one's the real one.
This is the extreme. No, but I've never heard of that. I'm from Canada. I guess that's something different that I have to try.
Yeah.
Is it the same peanuts that they put in the peanut butter, or
It's
is it a different one? Right?
It's the same. You know how peanuts are, right?
The husk.
The husk, and then you crack it open, and then the peanuts in there. So it's just the peanuts. It's like just peanuts. It's cheap.
Okay.
And it's healthy, and it's
well, we're gonna try that. We're gonna try all that.
Yeah.
So he's gonna perform, so we're not gonna take any more time. Can you just tell people quickly where you can find you on Facebook and IG and all that?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud, YouTube.
Woo!
Yeah. There's a lot. There's MC Zogho.
Okay.
MC Zogho. And yeah, just follow me. Let's get the journey going. Follow me, I follow you back. You don't follow me, I don't follow you. I'm kidding. Let's do this.
All right, everybody. Okay, well, when we come back, you'll be seeing his live performance. So we're going to take a short break. So we'll be right back. Thanks.
Toronto is about to shut down. The family of Osage Musumusu invite all of una come follow us jollificate for this ogbonge marriage when it dey happen August 24, 2019 for inside executive banquet hall when they call Speranza Banquet Hall when it dey 310 that host drive for Brampton. Papa, mama, the jollification go start for 4 in the evening and we go do and we go enjoy ourselves till 12 in the morning. Now who go dey there to cover am when everybody go fit watch live for anywhere in the world? GBKM FM na him go cover am live all the way. To get more tori, make una wire us for 647-704-0282 or 647-989-4741 or 647-803-6584. My people, the Oga when it pass marriage don't come. Toronto is about to shut down. The family of Osage Musumusu invite all of una come follow us jollificate for this ogbonge marriage when it dey happen August 24, 2019 for inside executive banquet hall when they call Speranza Banquet Hall when it dey 310 that host drive for Brampton. Papa, mama, the jollification go start for 4 in the evening and we go do and we go enjoy ourselves till 12 in the morning. Now who go dey there to cover am when everybody go fit watch live for anywhere in the world? GBKM FM na him go cover am live all the way. To get more tori, make una wire.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy MC Zogho. I'm glad to have this opportunity to perform a song here for you guys on GBK FM TV. This one is called Mama. It's dedicated to all the mothers out there. I wrote it for my mom, and I think every person should be able to sing this song to the mom. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. And it should be available soon. It's gonna be on my album. So yeah. Yeah. She look at me, yeah, mama. She feed me, yeah, mama. She look at me, yeah, mama. She feed me, yeah, mama. Mama, yeah, my sweet mama. Mama, yeah. Oh, sweet mother, you shed me from the storm. You're the reason I'm here, you where I come from. Unconditional love that you show to your son. Made me strong, made me hold on. Every thought of you, brighten my day. You let me trust my path, you taught me how to pray. This one no be joke, this one no be play. I go respect you mom till the end of my days. From your back, you put me through school. Left, right, life from true. All I have to say, mom I love you too. Now it's my turn, I gotta take care of you. You the masterpiece, my first love. You forget, you forgive, you gentle like a dove. You the angel sent from above. Taught me how to share my last love. She look at me, yeah, mama. She feed me, yeah, mama. She look at me, yeah, mama. She feed me, yeah, mama. Mama, yeah, my sweet mama. Mama, yeah. Oh, yeah. I portray that they heal the mothers. And the lesson is simple, make you love the others. Since the time when me I be small begin, the boy he never bother. Every corner I turn, everybody I see. Now my sister brother, sweet mother, you can feel it up. Too much respect, the pocket no flop. Shower me blessing and you never stop. You be champion and you win the award. You be the color you put for my mom. Feed me carry like a dirty cup. If I fall sick, you go run to my
shout. The
You're listening
attitude.
to GBKM FM.
There's the altitude. See a palace. Magnitude. Zalaka pointe. Make you a talaku mama. Talaku. Biga sa besa. Doza ma besa. Doza ma besa. Ale faro. De la mama. Dola. Regadio. Sefa. Tout le mama. Aïe aïe aïe. Tout le monde. Tout le monde. Hey. Easy mami, you know. My boy Kumachi, you know. Gas bong is got juicy, you know. The one and only. It's the boy. Enjoy. Sweetie, look at me, yeah, mama. She feed me, yeah, mama. She look at me, yeah, mama. She feed me, yeah, mama. Mama, yeah, my sweet mama. Mama, yeah. Oh.
It's GH Cali on the mix.
Hey, yes. So now we're gonna do the next one. This next one is called Kele. It means peanuts. It's for some people like pizza, some people like hamburger, some people like spaghetti. I just like peanuts. So if you're gonna eat peanuts, or if you wanna eat hamburgers, just eat hamburgers. Let me eat the peanuts. Alright, let's do this.
Tout le monde. Elle dit de vous la voix polyvalent. C'est pas petit à faire, c'est pas petit au camp. Aïe aïe aïe. Son. Chop ya pizza, I chop my kele. Chop ya spaghetti, I chop my kele. Chop ya hamburger, I chop my kele. Mama yo. I chop my kele. Kele. I chop my kele. Kele. I chop my kele. Kele. I chop my kele. Mama yo. I chop my kele. Yeah. You know be my mommy or papa. No. You know even be my body man. You come here, they ask me wonderful question. Sit down for yeah, make I answer you. Sit down. I buy this, you say make I buy that. I do this, you say make I do that. Leave me alone. Make I do my own. Leave me alone. Waiting me alone. Chop your pizza, I chop my kele. Chop your spaghetti, I chop my kele. Chop your hamburger, I chop my kele. Mama yo. I chop my kele. I chop my kele. I chop my kele. I chop my kele. Mama yo. I chop my kele. Yeah. Potato no be potata. Orobo no be babala. Busy body up down left right like the lost for Wakanda. Even if that way you no be so shift, no bring man go slow. Let me tell you this, tell me that. Try, are you missing your cost? No eeny, miny, mo. Why did you let it go? You sound like just exactly so. The chat, they go. Hennessy, Johnny C, Palaba, Hennessy, Mexi, Palaba, Mexican, people see Pachanga. Young man, if you don't leave this place, chop your pizza, I chop my kele. Chop your spaghetti, I chop my kele. Chop your hamburger, I chop my kele. Mama yo. I chop my kele. I chop my kele. I chop my kele. I chop my kele. Mama yo. I chop my kele. Let me them brakata, let me that story. Make with the brick kata man know the story. If you not sign kata no be sorry. Salute Jakarta, only money. If I ask you the story for short circuit, make you tell me. Wait till you go the talk. If I ask you the story for stolen kettle, your head goes start to the tick like a top. No ask question, then run the answer. True answer, flog like bonanza. Bonanza without no bouncer. No bouncer, no banta. Say me a day I go play. Today I wish holiday. Attention, I know the pay. I pay you small, you go power pull it. Get up, chop your pizza. I chop my kele.
Gosh, thank you.
I'm back. This was a wonderful performance.
Thank you.
And I do want you to come back.
Thank you. Definitely, I'll be right back.
All right,
Yep.
everybody. I do want to thank everybody to tuning in today for Real Life Matters. So bye for now.
Bye.
Us for 647-704-0282 or 647-989-4741 or 647-803-6584. My people, the Oga when it pass marriage. Toronto is about to shut down. The family of Osage Musumusu invite all of una come follow us jollificate for this Ogbonge marriage when it happen August 24, 2019 for inside executive banquet or when they call Speranza Banquet Hall when it day 310 Dahurst Drive for Brampton. Papa, Mama, the jollification go start for 4 in the evening and we go enjoy ourselves till 12 in the morning. Now who go dey there to cover am when everybody go fit watch live for anywhere in the world? GBKM FM na him go cover am live all the way. To get more tori, make una wire us for 647-704-0282 or 647-989-4741 or 647-803-6584. My people, the Oga when it pass marriage.